James McLinnis, Pinellas County Sheriff candidate for 2024. Just doing a little follow-up on the story we did about a gentleman named Brian Murray, who was a 70-year-old veteran who was removed from his house with a SWAT action because the city of Madeira Beach was condemning his house. I was trying to get in touch with him for quite a while. We were finally able to reach out to him and make contact with him. It turns out that the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department had forcefully evicted him from his home with helicopters and a SWAT team. Let's set all this up. And then they assisted him by Baker acting him. They then put him in a mental institution for over 4 weeks. Since he's gotten out, the gentleman, Mr. Murray, has been literally living in his backyard and in his truck at his property. Because I guess the County of Pinellas and the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department, the City of Madeira Beach, they wanted to help the guy so much, they kicked him out of his house, and now he's living in his truck. Was it an eviction or a code enforcement?
Just trying to help him out. You know, it's that, and you know, his house is in disarray.
Yeah. So we're actually going to head over there right now. I spoke to him this morning, and he's invited us over. He's going to allow us to document his situation so that we can show everybody what this poor gentleman needs, this war veteran, this American hero. The way he's being treated by the local governments has to stop. And hopefully with your help, we'll be able to help this gentleman out. So let's see how it goes. This is Mr. Murray's house here on the right-hand side, where he's lived, according to him, for over 45 years.
I'm Aniko Evans. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
When I first became aware of your situation, I was sitting right there in front of that gray house filming what they were doing. And I was here for probably maybe 45 minutes filming everything that was going on here. And my heart went out to you that day. And,
well, thank you.
I actually looked you up on Been Verified. I got your information. I started to research your situation. I got your phone number. I tried calling it several times, but it kept coming back not available at this time.
Well, I spent some time in the Baker Act in Bay Pines, where the police put me. And my battery went dead, and I couldn't get to my things. And so I wasn't able to answer the phone anyway, and the battery died.
Well, maybe you could fill in our listeners a little bit about after the SWAT action, they had taken you out of here, and they did Baker Act you that day, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is basically what they do is they involuntarily commit somebody to a mental institution.
Yes, sir.
And they put you in there for about 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks or so?
Yes, sir, because they didn't have any place to put me. And I wouldn't go to Center of Hope because it was too far away from the beach, and I couldn't get back and forth to feed my cat. And I have 2 cats, and you know, they're my family, and I just couldn't leave them.
Well, the Baker acting is supposed to be a 72-hour or 3-day hold. After that, they're supposed to release you, and for some reason, we'll look into that a little bit later about why, but for some reason they didn't release him for over 4 weeks. Once they did release you, it's my understanding that there was nobody to help you. The county didn't help you, the city didn't help you, nobody came to your assistance.
No, sir.
When you were released from the Baker acting, did they just push you out the front door and leave you to find your way home, or how did that go?
They just put me on a city bus and told me to find my own way home.
Wow. So after you found your way home, of course, you come back and you found that your house had been boarded up and
Yes,
there's
sir.
a condemnation sign on it, ordering no one to enter, correct?
Yes, sir.
So since that time, it's my understanding from our conversation earlier today that you've been living in your truck and in the backyard.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind just showing us how you've been existing here since they did that to you?
Well, I can show you the inside of my truck, and I can show you my backyard, but where you see my little spot here, where the spring water is, where the kitty dish is soaking, is generally where I stay during the day.
So basically, most of your days are spent sitting in,
Yes, sir.
in a hard chair in front of your boarded up house.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we're going to try and do something about this because this is ridiculous.
Here's where I sleep
Yes.
at night, on the seat.
Do you have air conditioning?
Well, yes, ma'am, but I don't turn it on at night.
You can't leave the truck just running indefinitely.
No.
You know?
Well, it's also cold at night, and so
It's a little cooler, yeah.
yes, ma'am, and I roll up the windows and lock the doors, and I feel safe that way. And this is my home
For now.
for now.
It won't be for long.
No, actually, that is your home. And,
That is your
yes.
home.
and what we're going to try and do, if possible, we're going to try everything we can to get you back into that
Can I
house.
sit down?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Have a seat. Get in the shade.
Thank you very much. I don't have much strength. I'm 71 years old, and I try to stay in the shade as much as possible. And I don't know how long I'm going to live in this kind of situation. My being 71, and I've had 2 heart attacks already, and I take heart medication that I receive from Bay Pines, and I just don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold out, but
Well, you're not going to be able to hold out as long as you might otherwise if this is how you're forced to live.
that's true.
And
That's
so
true.
our job is going to be to try and remedy this situation. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do. It's really going to depend on what the community does, how the community responds to this outreach, how we be able to tell your story, and how much they want to help you, which I personally think that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be very willing to help you.
Well, there's also about 200 other families that are going through this condemnation process in the city of Madeira Beach. So there's a lot of people besides me that are suffering right now because their homes are being taken away from them. And the mayor of Madeira Beach told me personally that what they want to do is build McMansions where the single family homes once stood, because they get the higher tax rates that way. And they want to compete with the city of St. Pete Beach for tax dollars.
So they want to drive out all the original residents.
They want to drive out all the original residents. And if it
Gentrification.
can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, because I was a stand-up guy. I paid my taxes on time. I kept my lawn nice for the neighbors. I was cordial. I got along with everybody. You know,
I've been by your house multiple times, and I've never seen your house in a state of disrepair. A couple times the grass was a little bit longer, but no longer than a couple weeks worth. I've never seen trash out here, and I'm kind of curious, how did they determine that your roof was leaking inside your house?
well, the city, the mayor told me that he was scouting for FEMA, the national agency, and I let him in to survey the damage done to my house, because I understood that he was representing FEMA and he was going to help me, but he lied to me. He outright lied to me, and told me stuff that wasn't true, and I voted for him. Hendrickson is, I believe, his name. And I voted for him for mayor of Madeira Beach based on the fact that he was a very likable person, what I saw of him. And he wasn't that way at all in real life, because he flat out lied to me. He told me that he was representing FEMA. He told me that they would help me, and instead they booted me out. They boarded up the house.
You guys ought to be ashamed of yourself, kicking a 71-year-old war veteran out of his house and boarding up his door so he can't come home. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Yeah, I hope someone does the same thing to you when you're 71.
So in other words, they came and scouted for homes they can take over.
Yes.
That's true.
That's exactly what they have done.
He came into your house under false pretense, though.
Yes, sir, I do. To me, it can happen to anyone, because I was a stand-up citizen. I paid my taxes on time. I was good with my neighbors. I kept my yard clean. I drove a nice truck. I did everything by the book. And I'm homeless now, and I'm 71 years old. And it's a hard position to be in.
Yes.
I mean, what is my life without this house? What am I going to face? Am I going to face life on the street? Am I going to face death by somebody smashing my head in over the few paltry possessions that I have? It's a horrible situation to be in, and I don't know what's going to come, and I need all the help that I can get.
Well, we're going to do whatever we possibly can, and we're going to try and enlist the help of as many people as we can get in touch with.
Thank you.
So
God bless you.
We will do whatever we can for you.
God bless you. All right. That's all that you can ask is...
All right, go eat your spaghetti dinner. We're going to run up to the store.
Okay.
And we'll be back.
And we'll be back.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
God bless.
God bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, here we are. We're at Walmart. We're just going to go see if we can just pick up a couple things for Mr. Murray, socks and a few other things. We'll walk the store, see if there's anything that he might be able to use in his predicament. We're not going to do a whole lot today. He seemed a little reluctant for us to do much, but we're going to see what we can do for him today and try and make his day a little bit better, maybe his week a little bit better.
And we will. Walmart.
All right, let's go in and see what we can find.
I think this would be okay, something like this.
Pillow to make sleeping in the truck a little bit nicer.
Oh, thank you.
That should make a difference when you're in there, because I think it gets a little hard to where to put your head in the car like that. Socks. Try these out. See how far they stretch out.
Okay.
Try that right there.
Okay, good.
See how these stretch out really easy?
Oh, that's
Plus
wonderful.
they're light.
That's wonderful.
Got you some washcloths so you
Oh,
can
thank you.
wipe yourself a little bit down when you try and keep clean.
Thank you.
And all this other stuff. Here you go.
Oh, boy. Thank you.
Got you some take your towel.
Oh my goodness.
Some shoes.
Christmas come early this year.
Yeah, it's every day.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
We got,
That's the least that people can do for you right now.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
We'll put all these back in. I got you several t-shirts here. They're large and extra large. They should fit you just fine. But they're real light material, so, and they're short sleeves, so you won't have to worry about being so hot.
Well, that's good. Thank you. Oh God.
We got these are like
my cup runneth over.
a candle, so you don't have to
isn't
like
that
sit in the
nice?
dark if you're on the porch today, you know.
Isn't that nice?
And then some
Mosquitoes
wipes,
off.
wipes and some
Oh,
repellent.
thank you very much. Oh boy.
Got you a cooler with some ice in it,
Oh, isn't that
so you
nice?
can have a cool drink. And I don't know
Oh,
whether you want.
isn't that nice?
I haven't put anything in there except the ice, so if you want to just eat the ice and use the ice, or if you want to put a gallon of that water in, that's going to be up to you.
That's good. Thank you, sir. Oh, my cup runneth over. I don't know how
Got
to.
you several towels,
Oh, thank you.
or if you do decide to try and bathe it up back there.
Thank you.
Got you some tennis shoes. These are just
Thank
big,
you.
wide open, maybe
Oh, well, that's
maybe breathe a
wonderful.
little bit.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Got you a pair of very light sweatpants.
Oh, thank
black.
you. Thank you.
They should be comfy.
Oh, God.
I didn't know you had a toothbrush, so we figured I'd get you one of those anyway.
Well, that's a good thing because I could sure
Toothpaste.
use them.
And every man needs a box of Twinkies.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's survival food there, you know.
Yes, it is.
Well, when you wake up in the middle of the night and there's nothing else around, a Twinkie does wonders. I can
yes.
attest to that.
Thank
So.
you. God bless.
We're going to just leave all this here with you, put it wherever you want to do. You have my number. If you have any problems over here, if people are bothering you over here, if the city comes near you, if the police come around you and give you a hard time, you call me. I live right down the street. I can be here in a matter of 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
Or less.
If you have any trouble from anybody,
That's wonderful.
the next thing, if any of the people from the city or the county or anybody else comes over here, don't answer their questions. You saw what happened when you let them in the house. And for the viewers out there, his problem started when he let a city official inside his house. So I'm telling all of you out there, the last thing you want to do is let someone from the government come inside your house and give them access to your home. Because if he had not done that day, he might not be in the situation that he's in right now.
That's
so
true.
do not let anybody in your house if they're from the government. What was that person that said, I think it was Ronald Reagan that said the most horrific words you could hear is, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. All right, is there anything else that we can do for you today?
No, you've done far more than my expectations.
Well, we hope to do a lot more for you. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to edit this video. I should have this up by Sunday, and we'll see how things go with that. I had other people contact me about offering to do some renovations. I'll contact them too. Anniko Evans here is very good at remodeling and home construction. She's done this for years. So she's going to be spearheading that end of it, and I'm going to be working on more of the permitting, the legal end of it, and getting the donations together and getting these people over here to help you.
That's wonderful.
So,
God bless.
So
I
wish us
can use
luck.
I can use all the help I can get.
Well, I'm going to try and get you all the help you need. You know,
I just hope I live long enough to see it.
You will.
You've got some fight left in you, I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. God bless. I need friends like you. I
And you
really
have
do.
them now, so don't worry.
Thank you very much.
We'll be
ma'am.
here for you.
And I think you might be pleasantly surprised how much the community will reach out to you. And,
That would be wonderful, because I can sure use it.
and we'll make sure that they do. Okay, so if you need anything, you've got my number, right?
Yes, sir.
Call me anytime, all right? We're going to go ahead and get out of your hair and
Thank you.
let you get back to your day.
Oh, thank you very much.
He needs so much more than what he's getting from us. We can only do so much on our own, and I hope that that this video has touched a lot of your hearts, because that man has touched mine. So if there's anything you can do, you know how to reach us. Donate to the GoFundMe page. If you have any specific talents that you can offer, we're going to need people that'll want to volunteer to clear the house out, people that can maybe haul garbage to the dump, people that want to do labor, literally clean up labor, tear out labor, that kind of stuff. We're going to need that as we move forward, but the most important thing we need right now is donations, so we can get contractors on board, professional roofers, and we can file for the permits and get this house renovated and get that man back in his home. Thanks for your help.